Hey guys, this is Aimee, the Keto Maniac. Today I was thinking I wanted to do my first 100 days in review. I wrote down a couple of things that I have noticed in the last 100 days, and I just thought I would share them with you. So the first thing is that I have lost 3.5 dress sizes. So I'm not quite to a full-on 16, but I can wear some 16s. So I still have a few levels of clothing attire that I'm working through, but 3.5 sizes in 100 days. I've also lost 30 pounds. That's been kind of weird, and I'm grateful for the 3.5 sizes because 30 pounds is right about where I start to notice, but with keto, I notice a lot quicker just because of all of the bloating and stuff that you experience. So I could definitely tell almost immediately when I lost that first water weight. It was obvious, that I was losing. So another thing that I've kind of noticed is my skin. I feel like my skin is a lot more glowy. I was starting to feel like I was really pasty, and I'm gonna say this in the nicest way, but a lot of times when you see somebody that's overweight and you can kind of tell that they're unhealthy, partly you can tell that because of the way that their skin looks. It just doesn't seem to hold color very well, and it's almost dull looking, and that's how my skin used to look, and I'm sure my old videos look like that. So, and granted, I'm gonna preface this by saying I have been out in the sun working on the pool, so I mean it could just be the fact that I've gotten some sun, but I feel like that I'm more glowy than I used to be. So that's been kind of fun. I will say definitively that I have gone up and down on the scale, but over the full 100 days, the trend has definitely been downward. So that's what we want, and that's the attitude that I continue to have, is that even if I go up and down, there are so many factors, of reasons why you can gain, from bluntly constipation to dehydration to overeating to whatever. So I feel like as long as I'm in the downward trend, that's where I'm supposed to be. So I'm good with that. When I first started keto, and my body was just literally starved for carbs, I had a lot of trouble working out. My muscles would burn a lot quicker, my endurance was just gone, my stamina was just gone, and it made me really nervous when I first started, because I was like, golly, if this is the way that this diet's going to be, am I just not going to be allowed to work out anymore? Because I love working out. I work out every day. So over time, once my body did get fat adapted, the endurance increased. So I'm even further than I used to be. Granted, a lot of it's because I don't have all the weight on my joints, so like jumping and running in place and things like that are easier. Even walking is easier. So that kind of something that developed over the 100 days. Lo and behold, losing 30 pounds and 3.5 sizes did not make me any less lazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have energy, but energy and motivation are two different things. So don't think that keto is somehow going to magically make you less lazy, because that does not work. My sleep has been really good. I found almost probably within that first month that I was waking up before my alarm. Sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes an hour. But I definitely feel rested, which is nice. Not waking up 5 and 6 times a night, probably one time, maybe. And so that's been really nice. I feel like I'm more restful. I mean, I'm hot, but I don't blame that on keto. That's other issues. The fact that I live in Oklahoma and it's already 100 stinking degrees out here. I went to the doctor for something last couple of weeks ago, and I told him what I was doing, and I asked him, he wanted to check. I've had my thyroid taken out previously, and so it was time for me to go in and check my numbers, calcium and all of that stuff. So when I did that, I told him, that I was dieting, and I asked him if he would just do like a full-on panel kind of thing on me. So he checked my potassium, my magnesium, my calcium, of course. I think he even checked like triglycerides, but I could be wrong. And literally all of them were within the required ratio. And so I know I'm on the right track. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay. So the one thing he did find that is kind of new for me is I had an irregular heartbeat. And it was strange, and he didn't even really comment because my blood pressure was perfect. It was like 180 or 80 over 120. And so it was really strange that I was having this irregular heartbeat. So I don't really know what that means just yet. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Probably the first couple of months I had weird like heart symptoms, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But since then, I really haven't. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. But whether or not it's good, I have the attitude that he didn't seem ultra worried about it. So I'm not going to be ultra worried about it. So that's the end of my list. Just in retrospect, it's been a really good 100 days. This has been an exciting experience to have with my family, to be in a diet that's not so strict that every person can be a little, every experience can be individualized, and so I think I just love that about keto, the realization that as you evolve in this experience, keto will evolve with you. My husband asked me the other day, he said, so after you kind of lose what you want to lose, you'll be able to start increasing your carbs and stuff. And I had never really thought about it, but I would think that yes, when I get to that point that I'm ready to maintain, my diet will change once again, And it's not like it's a drastic, scary change, and it's not like it puts me into hives or anything. It's just the natural evolution of this way of eating, And it's such a freeing feeling to know that you don't have to count your points. You don't have to, count your calories. I mean, there are things that you count, obviously, but as you learn and as you get a good measure of what each thing is carb-wise, if you wanted to lazy keto it, you certainly could, and just keep it super simple, I try to log everything because I know me, and I know my tendency is to nitpick it, and maybe a little bit here, a little bit there kind of a thing. And that ends up adding on the carbs, Like if I just have a bite of this and I have a bite of that, and then I do this, and then I have this little snack here and this over here and that, After a while, that all adds up really good. So I'm enjoying it. I definitely can see this as being a way of life. Not just a diet that I quit at some point, like most doctors want you to, but an actual way of eating that I could do for the rest of my life. And that is super encouraging. So I'm happy. It's been 100 days, and I'm ready to do 100 more, and then 100 more, and then 100 more, and 100 more. So thanks so much for your support. I'm so grateful for each and every one of my subscribers. If you are interested in seeing more, you are more than welcome to subscribe. And I would love for you to like and comment. It makes me feel really encouraged when I have comments on there, that just knowing that people care and that they watch, So have a great week. I hope it's not sweltering hot wherever you're at. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.